everyone, Quentin's here for Unit 5 or 7 unit training course on how to get started with the Davra platform. So today's topic it's gonna be the user roles and permissions. So in this, we're not gonna basically write much code or anything. We're just gonna try to explain and describe some concept of the platform and the user and role access based permissions. So we're just gonna play around and explain different type of roles and how things works. So I'll jump just straight up here to quentindavra.com and we'll jump to the user section. So make sure you logged in as an admin to do this, because creating roles and users, it's easier to be an admin, just permission. So let's start first with users. So there's different type of users in the platform. You got the standard users like the administrator, the operator, or any type of user. You got the microservice users. So each microservice you create has a user equivalent, which basically gives the microservice permissions to do certain action on the platform. And then you got the device users. So the device users are not visible here, however they exist. And in the previous unit, for example, we created a token for a device to use the device agent. And basically, behind the scene, what's happening is there's a user behind this that gives permissions, that has permissions to do certain action on the platform. Okay? So if you want to list, you can find the list of all the users directly in the dev portal in API reference. And if you go to users here, retrieve get users here, basically you got different type of users you can specify, and you got the normal one, device or microservice. And if you put device, send a request, you can see here for each device you'll have a user. Okay, so anyway, getting back there. So we can see here each user has a UID, okay, a type, and also some roles linked to them. So for example, currently our admin has the administrator role. We've got demo one, we've got a demo role, operator got operator role, etc., etc. You can also set some labels to users. Specific labels can be used also for permissions. Let's say you want all the users, a specific role can see all the users with a certain label. That's something we might want in future. And here you got the creation date. Okay. When adding a new user here, you got a few options. So first, you can specify a username, a password, and also require 2FA, two-factor authentication. So when you require two-factor authentication, you need to make sure to provide a phone number, and here set the number of roles. So we can create a new user. Here would be our unit 5 user, and the password would be something really secret. We're not gonna enable 2FA in this tutorial, not needed, because I don't want to give you my phone number. And the roles here, specify a given role. So maybe I will just put no roles at all for now and show you what's happening. So I'm gonna create that. I created this user unit 5. Okay. So currently I got this new user, and what's gonna happen if I want to log in as this user? So what I'll do is I will split this. I'm gonna create a new incognito tab here, and gonna try to log in with our new user. So let me try to arrange that a little bit. Okay, so unit 5 is the name of the user and the really secret password. Alright, so by default, when you don't have any role associated to you, you cannot see anything. Basically, this is the page you have, like it says no access to anything on the platform, some settings, but nothing there, nothing there. So in order to be able to give that user some access, we'll have to give him a role, a given role. Let's create a role for that user. unit 5 role. Okay, up. Unit 5 role is here. So we got, if we go and click on the role, we have 3 tabs. Number 1 is feature, the other one resource and users. So feature basically is like what pages are available and what actions are available, allowed, sorry, on the platform. So by default, you got the device phone turn on, and we're gonna take some others. Let's say application. Okay, we're gonna stick with that for now. Then we go to your users. Where's our little boy? Here. We're gonna add a new role, so unit 5 role, fresh. And now if I reload that, maybe I'll have to log in, log out. Okay. Let's log out. Unit 5. Okay, so now as you can see, I have this user has more permission and can see the application page here and the device list page. However, it cannot see any of the device or application here. All right. So how can we make this available for that given user? Well, it'll be quite simple. The only thing we'll have to do is inside our role, we're gonna back to the resources, and here we'll add a new row. And basically in that we can say, okay, I want this person to be able to view devices, and here we can like, okay, I want just a certain type of devices or any type of devices or all of them. So either we say all the devices, or we can say only devices with a given, like let's say the building capital. So we use in unit 4, unit 3, I don't remember. Anyway, so we're gonna add this. So now that user can see certain type of devices. So if we reload that page and we go to device listing, we can see the capital device and capital thermometer, all right? So that's one step. However, if we drill in there, we cannot see, we can see the counter, but like if we look there, we won't be able to see any data point at all. And the reason for that is there's another permission that needs to be added. And here we'll have to put, actually we can edit this one. So let me just delete and re-add. We can say here, we want to be able to give him access to devices, IoT data. Devices and IoT data. So basically it let us show the devices, it let us see the IoT data points, and we can also add other stuff like certain type of, but we're just gonna stick with this and this. Building capital, and now I'm gonna reload that. And now if I click here, as you can see, I can see data point in the graph. Okay, so now we're getting there and we can't see any of our application. So we're gonna add one more view, be able to view all applications. Here there's no discrimination, so we can see all the application, and we just have to reload there and you can see all the application. So now if we pick, I think it was unit 3 here, we will be able to pick the buildings, capital. So here, as you can see, I don't see properly the building names, it's view IDs. And one of the reasons is because I cannot see the twins. So I need to add here view teacher twins with building, well actually I can pay like building capital. Right, and now if I reload that up, maybe I should put, sorry, add view twin type and twin. Okay, we'll just give access to all twin type and twins just for the purpose of this demo. Up, and we reload there. And here in feature, we're gonna turn on as well the twins. Okay, so I think I'll have to log out and log in again. Unit 5 up, application, this one. Okay, so now it's working. So as you can see, now that I give access, I can see the capital, the name of the twins. So there. So in this case, we're just gonna pick this one. Here in devices, I only see the device. I can see it there. And what I'll do is maybe if I look at the last 7 days. Okay. So now we got data point for these capital devices. Okay. So that's cool, just to show you a bit like, you know, the incrementation. So you can really filter and add granularity to the exact resources you want to allow your user to be able to see or not see. So it could be really useful for some data privacy concern and stuff like that. Okay. So now we can go back there and look a bit deeper at what's possible. So here we got this kind of create action as well. So if we add here, for example, for application or twins or devices, if we go back there, I think we need to log in and log out again, unfortunately. It will give us the action, allow us to create new resources. Unit 5. Okay, so now I can create a new application. I can create a new device. A button is now visible. And same here, you might need to be able to edit. So for example, if I had a device here up and I test something, I cannot. Yeah, so I get this error here, and the reason is, okay, I got here the create available device. However, in resources here, I need to get access to the edit. So for example, if I go there, can edit device. All right. And now I can register the device. Okay, so that can be a bit tricky to understand, but that's the way it works. Basically, the feature here is just enable a visual tool in the UI, but the resource here is like what give you actually the real access to data in the API. So in the same way, everything that is controlled here inside the resource tab will have effect on the API calls you might want to do. So if you want to use the dev portal to make some API calls here, basically, or the kind of, for example, for twin, like the read, write, create, update, delete, will be controlled by this resource tab. Okay, you can add multiple roles to a given user. So let's say you can have one role and give him access to see devices. You can have one other role, give him access to see twins, and another role to do something else. So you can stack multiple roles on a user. You can see the list of the user here that I've been having that role assigned to. And yes. All right, so I think that kind of it to this quick overview on the roles and how to use them and add more permissions to your users. Let me know it's been clear if you need more information. That's it for that unit. We'll chat soon for the next one, unit 6, about I think it's going to be geofence and rules engine, so it'll be really cool. See you for the next one. Peace.